Today's video we're going to be showing you how we made this amazing looking table out of an old set of architect's drawers. Right, today's video we're going to be showing you how we made this upcycled, repurposed set of architect's drawers, using some upcycled timber with this amazing printed top. Yeah, just roll the video. So here we are continuing with our tabletop for this unit that we're renovating. Now it's time, we've got all the CLS timber glued and screwed together. We've got our mitered corners on there as well, just for a little bit of detail. What we've got to do now is get this top really nice and smooth and flat. A few ways that you can do it. You could hit it with a plane and a sander, a belt sander, or just a DA sander. But what we've decided to do is I've built this little sled up for the router, and the router is going to sit on here and just skim across and take about 5-6 mil, a few mil at a time, all the way across this, just to get a nice smooth finish. So I'll just talk a little bit how we made this jig up. Really simple to make. We just screwed a lat. Here we've got 2 offcuts, exactly the same height. As you can see, they line up perfectly. Screwed those down onto these timbers there, onto the bench. And then very simply made this little sled, which sits on top of there, slides up and down. Our router sits on there, moves backwards and forwards, doesn't bow in the middle because we've got these timbers on for strength, and we've also made these far enough apart so we can lift the tool out. It's quite a big tool on there, and that's it, straight backwards and forwards. Let's crack on. So here we have it. This is our repurposed, upcycled table made out of some old architect's drawers and some recycled timber. So I'm going to just talk you through how we get from these tired old architect's drawing drawers that we've found to this usable table on wheels with this great printed top. I'll talk you through what we've done and how we achieved it. So first thing, we got our drawers, took them all to pieces, stripped them all out, took the handles off, cleaned up these little plates, and also took out inside. We've got these little flaps that used to be used for holding down A0, A0 sized plans and pictures. We took them out of the bottom drawers, left them in the top drawer, gave it all a really good clean with some not too strong detergent cleaner. We found that if we use something too strong, it would take the paint off. It's so old, the paint's quite soft. So a little degreaser on there. Also there were some old stickers and that we peeled off. And when we peeled them off, it's taken the paint off, but we like the patina look. We got them all to pieces. We shot blasted the runners because they'd been greased or oiled in the past, and we don't think that they need to be greased. They would slide perfectly fine without. What else have we done in there? A few repairs going around the sides, a few little bits of welding to do on these corners, the weak points of the unit, and also in the middle of the drawers. And then just light repairs, a little bit of paint just to hide those welds. Gave the handles a really good buff, cleaned everything in and inside and out, and we put it on casters. These are the second set of casters that we've decided to use. The first set we didn't like the look of. You could see them as well, but it was in situ, which we didn't like. So we've set them a little bit further back, and also we like the look. It's more in keeping. They're a brown caster. Hopefully you'll see that on the camera. Then we got on to the top. We've made this top out of some reclaimed timbers that we had from another project, and the timber was sat outside, not being used. So what better? We were thinking about using a hardwood top. That was the original thing to do for this. We were going to have a hardwood top, but why not? We've got this timber. It's cheaper. It's here. It was free, so we've used it. Glued and screwed it together. Then we made ourselves a jig on the table here, a messy table. You know, we glued and screwed them together. Then we made a jig that we could use for flattening, a mortise jig, so we could use for flattening off with a spoil board bit. That's giving it that nice flat top. Loads of sanding, and we put this little detail, little mitre detail. We also got around the edge and just aged that a little bit. We didn't want it to look too perfect. We wanted a nice flat top, so we could take this print, but we didn't want it to look too perfect around the edges. So we had a little brainstorming session about what to do with this top. In the end, we decided that we'd send it off and get these architect's plans. We've got this front elevation of this property, like a 1930s possibly house, which is kind of in keeping with the date we think of these drawers. So we sent that off to get printed. It's come back, we gave it this nice little stain on the top, an antique pine looking stain, but we didn't want it to look too pristine, so we've distressed these edges with a sander, if you've seen. We've gone around there, give it a little bit of age, and in time it'll want waxing again, just to give it that longevity. Also, what we did when we made the top, it's a real easy system, bit of glue and screwed all these together, but these outside timbers, we didn't want to see any fixings through. So we've used glue, biscuit joints on all these, glue and clamped, and just held them all together. So that is it, all finished. We love the look of this one. This one's, unfortunately, has already got a home, but this one has got a twin brother. We've got another one of these in another video coming up, but a little bit different. We're going to a completely different style, but stay tuned for that one. Thanks again for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and all that stuff. Put your comments below. We want to hear what you think about this. And thanks again. Let's go and crack on with the next one.